Hey family, I'm back for another episode of Oh to Behold with your girl, Camille Young. So happy to be back on today. Look, I got something I want to talk about today that's like, woo, it's making my liver quiver. Okay, it's making my liver quiver. But let me go ahead and do my little announcement so we can get right to this. So thank you to all my holy rollers. You know I love you guys. Holy rollers, holy rollers. Hashtag that in the comments today. Holy rollers, WHOLLYROLLER. Holy roller. You're being whole and you're a roller. Holy roller. So glad to have you with me on today. For our new viewers, thank you so much for joining us and being a part of the Holy Roller family, the Oh to Behold YouTube channel. Also, be sure to subscribe. If you have not yet subscribed, please be sure to do that. Just go ahead and hit that, subscribe, and then hit that little bell so it notifies you, when I drop a new video or have some new content that I want to share. You never know. I may come in the middle of the week or on a Saturday or a Sunday. Something may be on my heart that I want to share. And it may not always just be on Thursday. You better be looking out. But until that time, make sure you hit that notification bell. So again, it will notify you when I have dropped some new content. Again, be sure to like and share and comment. Thank you so much for your comments. I appreciate that. And if you want to connect with me with any type of life coaching, please be sure to do that. You can reach me at ohtobewhole@gmail.com. That's ohtobewhole@gmail.com. All right, let's get to it. Y'all, today I'm going to talk about misery. And, we've heard the terms or heard it stated many, many times before. Misery loves company. And you hear that and you be like, yeah. But it's one thing to hear it, but it's another thing to experience it. And when I say experience it, meaning you can see the misery of somebody else's life and how they want to pull you into their misery because they're so unhappy. That is just really, really sad. And the thing about it is, and I think I've said this before in previous videos, you're miserable and you think don't nobody know. You think nobody recognizes your misery. You think you're hiding it behind, maybe because you can be funny, or maybe because you can be kind, or maybe because, there are other things that you're doing to help mask your misery. But it comes out, baby. You cannot hide your misery for long. When I tell you, it comes out in your conversation. It comes out in your disposition. It exudes from you just like a person who is happy, a person who's joyful, a person who has a joy about life. That exudes from you when you have those types of emotions, whether they are good or whether they are bad. This is who you are. Your disposition displays what is in your heart. The Bible talks about, the song says flowing from your heart are the issues of your heart, but it comes from the scripture that talks about what the issues that you have in your heart, they come out. They come out, they show themselves. It shows what's in your heart, your attitude, your responses to things. And I was a part of a conversation not too long ago, and it was just like somebody was doing and saying something positive, but this person just jumps in and says something like off the wall and negative. And it was just so unnecessary. And everybody like, why she say that? Why she do that? I mean, really, I'm the type of person, really, if you ain't got nothing positive to say, just keep your mouth shut. The Proverbs even talks about nobody knows you're a fool until you open up your mouth. You could be a fool, but if you keep your mouth shut, nobody even know you foolish. But I'm like, why would you bring something negative into a positive conversation? I'm just real with it. I'm just giving the reality check. I ain't playing no games. Well, you know what? Keep your reality to yourself, because nobody really asks you for your reality. We're talking about something positive, trying to keep things on the up and up. Life is hard enough anyway. So having a positive conversation and not trying to bring the negative into it, you know, keep that somewhere else. And don't get me wrong, there is a place for real talk. There is a place to for people to really evaluate, you know, the full spectrum of what may be happening, or what a person's intentions may be, or, you know, all of that. And I get that. Yes, that those things have to be evaluated and looked into. But sometimes you just need to let people have their positive moment. Let people have, you know, if they're trying to do something positive, or if they're saying something positive, why you got to throw in your little 2 cents? Huh? Why you feel like you gotta say something? And can y'all tell this getting next to me? Because I'm being real animated right now. My voice is going in them really, really high pitches right about now. But it gets on my nerves. I can't stand it when people try to steal other people's joy because they themselves are miserable. Honey, get yourself together. And when I say honey, I'm not just talking about women. I'm talking about men too. It's some men out there who just have a negative spin about everything. You know, it ain't just women. There are some men who gonna put a negative spin on everything. Gonna be the Debbie Downer. Gonna always see the glass half empty. You know, all that kind of stuff. And well, don't forget. Remember this now. You know, you're talking about something positive, and then they say, well, you don't want to get too excited because this could happen. Really? Let me be excited about what I'm talking about before you want to throw in, you know, what I need to be, you know, aware of. Okay? Just keep it to yourself. Let me be excited, because you can kill a person's drive. You can kill a person's excitement to do something that they've maybe been motivated about, excited about. And again, there is a place for you to have to look at the full scheme of things. Yes. But in that moment, sometimes people just want somebody to encourage them to say, okay, that sounds like a good idea. Or what you talking about? Yeah, I like that. You know, and it's not meaning, it doesn't mean that you are lying to them, but that just may not be the moment. That just may not be the time to say what you may be thinking. Maybe you need to sit back, encourage the person, and then at a later date, you know, it could be a day later, it could be 2 days later, it could be a week later, or a month later. Or it may not need to be at all, because they may not be wanting that information from you. Okay? They maybe just want your encouragement. You know, and again, I just had to talk about this today because I'm seeing it too often. You know, not just in my life or people that I'm around, but even in the media. You know, I notice even on other people's YouTube pages that I may follow, you just have 1 or 2 people. Somebody could be talking about something just positive, just good stuff. And 2 or 3 people will get in the comments and say something just negative and stupid. Like, why are you first of all, why are you on this page and on this channel if you got something negative to say? Go open your own channel. Go do your own thing, so you can have your own opinion. This is my opinion. This is what I want to say. So get off my page, or get out of my comments. And this hasn't happened to me, thank God. I appreciate all the positivity that I've been receiving. So this is not about me or anything that's happened to me, but I just noticed the negativity that's in the air. Some of y'all need to quit watching the news. Some of y'all watch the news too much, because see, when you watch a lot of negativity, that stuff will get into your spirit. And before you know it, every time somebody say, oh man, it was a cool day today, and the sun wasn't out, but the clouds were out. And then somebody else come out, yeah, but they said it's going to be a thunderstorm tomorrow. It might be a tornado. What? Okay. Can we enjoy that the Lord allowed us to have an overcast, and we're in the midsummer of Memphis heat, and the Lord let it be an overcast so it wouldn't be as hot? Can we just be grateful for that versus the tornado that may or may not come the next day, or the thunderstorm? People, stop it with the negative thoughts. Stop it because your misery is showing, and it's unattractive. It's so unattractive, because you are that negative energy in the stuff like that. It completely depletes me. I have to get away from people like that, because it'll deplete my energy, being around people who are always negative and people who are always looking on the downside of things. Honey, I can't be around that kind of stuff. I'll be like, oh, okay, good to see you. Okay, I'm gonna holler at you. Bye. And you might not hear from me no more or no time soon, because that misery, that is unnecessary. Try to do something different. Stop always seeing the negative in something and always feeling like you have to interject your negative comment to somebody just because you might think you so smart, or you think you might be, you're enlightening people on something because you haven't thought about this, and because of my experience around that, you need to know this. Baby, get somewhere and sat down, okay? Sat down. Take 2 or 3 seats, as a matter of fact, because nobody wants to hear that. And if you really look around yourself, you negative people that I'm talking to, if you really take evaluate your life, if you really look at it, you probably ain't got a lot of close friends. But if you do, they just like you, or they talk about you when you're not around. Yeah, it's true. Nobody who brings positivity and wants to see the better part of life and express the better parts of life wants to be around negativity. When I tell you, that just zaps all of the energy out of me, being around people like that. And I just wanted to share in this video, you don't have to be miserable. You need to deal with what has you miserable. Okay, bad things happen to people all the time. Just because there may be a series of things that may have happened in your life that has you sad, or maybe it's not a series, maybe it's one thing, maybe a relationship is not going well, or it has failed. Maybe your finances aren't what you desire them to be. Maybe your home life isn't what you desire to be, or your children may not be acting in the manner in which you desire. Maybe you don't look how you desire to look. Maybe I don't know what has you in this miserable state, but baby, you need to deal with it. You need to deal with it. I'm gonna refer to one of my other videos. You need to go back and watch Heal from Your Trauma, baby, because something is keeping you from being able to be positive and think positively in your life and in the lives of others. And when they say misery loves company, people don't like to be miserable by themselves. They like to bring other people in on their misery, because you know what? It gives them a one-up on you. That's why misery loves company, because they say, oh, well, I ain't the only one unhappy. Her situation way worse than mine. His situation, it can't touch mine because, ooh, he really going through it. So I'm better than them, or my life is better than them. It makes them feel good or makes them feel better because their situation doesn't appear to be as bad as yours. So that's why misery loves company, because they feel like they got a one-up on you. So you don't need to be around people like that. People like that will bring you down, and before you know it, honey, they'll be laughing because you failed, or they'll be there, they will allow you to stay in your misery. They won't even give you good advice, because if you figure out how to heal from your trauma or heal from whatever has you down, that means that's going to cause a separation. So, meaning that you're gonna not want to be around them as much, because you're getting new information. You're being enlightened. So you're not going to want to be around that. And they don't like that. So they got to do what they need to do to keep you around, which is, help you talk about how you curse, rehearse, and repeat your whatever misery you're in, and help you justify why you are in that misery and why you want to stay in that misery. So look, I had to get this off my chest today, because honey, I just can't do it, and I'm not going to deal with people like that. I can't do it, and I hope you won't deal with people like that. Many times people who are miserable like that, they're bullies. They try to bully people and try to make you feel bad. Well, why you always so happy? Or why you always... Girl, get you some joy and you'll understand it better. Get over your issues and you'll understand it better, okay? Change your life. Look at your life, okay? And see, and if you like it, so be it, but I can't be around it. So, yes, I had to get this off my chest, guys, because it got on my last nerve. It was working my nerve, okay? That pinky nerve, that last one, it was working that nerve real bad. Y'all know I'm silly. Anyway, but thank you so much for joining me for another conversation and another session. And I appreciate you so much. Remember always to subscribe if you haven't already. Make sure you like, share, and comment. Holy Rollers, love you guys. Got some, I know I've been talking about it for a while, but I have some, my apparel is going to be coming really, really soon for you to be able to order. So make sure you do that. All right. All right. Well, until next time, God bless.